Hello my friends, welcome to our first YouTube video in a series that I will be doing to help office workers kind of work through their body and work out any issues you may have by sitting all day. So this isn't only for office workers, but it's great for anybody who sits all day, kind of maybe is hunching over a keyboard or looking down a lot. We're going to be starting by just focusing on the upper body and opening through the upper body, moving the energy and kind of balancing out all of the kinks that you may have from sitting all day. So you're going to need a mat, a block, and a strap. Go ahead and grab those and we will get started. Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me today in this YouTube video on yoga for office workers. We're going to be working through the upper body today and just kind of relaxing on our mat, getting rid of some stress and some pent-up energy. So if you'd like to join me, we're going to start with crossed legs on our mat, nice easy seat. Just start by closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths in and out. And just making our way to our mat. Taking everything from our day, or maybe if you're doing this in the morning, kind of just settling the mind, trying not to think of what you have to do today. Just making your way into your body and onto your mat. Not worrying about anything else in this moment other than this time for you. Again, we're just breathing here. Good. We're going to start by just making big circles with the head. So you're going to start by dropping the chin, tucking the chin, and then just rolling around over to one side. Doesn't matter which side. Dropping the head back. And then moving it all the way around. Nice and slow here. Just kind of releasing that neck, letting it stretch and finding its range of motion. Good. Go ahead and do one more big circle. And then when you come back to the center with your chin tucked, switch the direction. So go the other way. A different way than you were going. Just seeing how that feels in the body. And continuing to relax into your mat, into your pose. Good. Go ahead and do one more big circle and then find your way back to a neutral spine so you can untuck your chin and just start to flutter your eyes open. Good. So we're going to begin just seated here. Again, if your hips are a little uncomfortable, you can sit on a bolster or some pillows. We'll be here for just a moment longer. So in our easy seat, we're just going to go for a twist. So we're going to inhale our arms up to the sky, look up, and then twist over to the right. Right hand goes behind you, left hand goes to right knee, and just twist nice and gentle. Good, and release to center. Moving to the other side, inhaling arms up, and release over to the left. Nice twist here. Glancing over that left shoulder. Trying to keep the spine nice and long as you twist. And release to center. One more time each side. Inhaling arms up. Twist over to the right. And release to center. Inhaling arms up to the sky. And twist over to the left. release the center. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and roll onto our shins and find a tabletop position. So tabletop is hands stacked under shoulders, knees under hips. From here, we're just going to do a couple cat-cows to warm up the body. So on an inhale, push the chest forward, tip the tailbone up, arch the chest towards the front of the mat. Good. Pushing the hands into the mat, tucking the tailbone, arching the spine up towards the sky. Find your cat pose. Perfect. Dropping the belly, pushing the chest forward, opening through the throat. Cow pose. And exhaling, pushing the hand into the mat, arching the spine up towards the sky. Good. Keep moving with your breath. Inhaling, opening through the front body, tipping the tailbone up. Exhaling, curling the spine up towards the sky, pushing the hands into the mat. Good. Keep moving here. We'll do about one more of each. So one more cow pose, one more cat. And then find your way to a neutral spine. Good. Now from here, walk your hands forward just a bit, curl the back toes under, and lift your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. And just kind of pedal your feet out here. Push your hands into the mat. Pointer finger and thumb are really pressing into the mat to kind of release the wrists here. Perfect. On your next inhale, look towards the hands and slowly walk the feet up to them. Find a forward fold. And just relax into that forward fold. Kind of let your upper body be heavy. Arms are hanging. Release the neck. Shake the neck loose. If you want, you can grab onto each elbow and kind of weigh the body down a bit more. A little bend in your knees might feel pretty good here too. Now you should have a block nearby. Go ahead and grab that block and just put it in between the feet, just a little bit in front of the feet. Like this. And just continue your forward fold for a moment longer. Just letting all your stress roll off the shoulders and falling onto your mat. All the stress just leaking out of your body here. Good. Now slowly start to kind of do a halfway lift and lengthen through the spine. Bring the shoulders down. And you're going to bring your right hand to that block. We're just going to do a twist. So you're going to bend into that right knee and twist by bringing the left arm up above you. Good. Just kind of holding this for a moment. This might feel really intense on your IT bands. Just kind of focusing on opening the chest towards the sky. Good. And release back down. Let your arms go heavy. Little ragdoll here. And moving to the other side, bringing the left hand to the block, bending through the left knee and peeling that right arm to the sky. Twist over to the right. Good. Really focusing on swirling that chest up towards the sky. And release down to center. Ragdoll pose, so letting the upper body be heavy. We'll do this one more time on each side. So bringing the right hand back to the block, bending through the right knee and twisting up to the left. Breathing in and out through the nose. And release down to center. Find your ragdoll. Nice and heavy through the upper body. And kind of shake that neck loose. Good. Moving to the left side, left hand comes to the block, bend through that left knee, and then peel the right arm up as you twist over to the right. Perfect, and release to center. Move your block off of your mat and just kind of enjoy this ragdoll for a moment longer. Maybe make a few big exhales and sway back and forth. Good. Start to push your feet into the mat, bend through the knees, rise up, finding a mountain pose at the top of your mat. Perfect. We're going to move into a breathing exercise. This is a Kundalini breath work that moves the energy throughout the body, releases stress, and really oxygenates our tissues. It's one of my favorites when I am just super overwhelmed or I just need a moment to kind of just move the energy through my body. It will get your blood moving, it will get you nice and relaxed, and maybe release some pent-up frustration. This breath work is not for you if you are pregnant, if you get dizzy easily, and maybe if you have some blood pressure issues. I definitely recommend trying the breath work, and if immediately you're like, no, listen to your body, and just stand in a mountain pose and breathe deeply with us as we go through this. All right, let's go ahead and move into it. So it's going to be 3 inhales, followed by a big, heavy exhale. And we're going to be moving our arms with our breath. So the first inhale, I'll show you, and then you can follow me and we'll do a couple of them together, all right? So first inhale, arms go forward. Second inhale, out wide. Third inhale, all the way up. And then exhale out through the mouth, nice and loud. Ha! And then you bounce back up. Inhale, out wide. Inhale all the way up. And exhale. Like that. And then you just keep going up and down. So you can see how if you get dizzy easily, this is not the right one for you. If you have any kind of blood pressure issues or any issues with moving up and down quickly, just stand in a mountain pose and breathe deeply through the belly and through the nose. So we'll get started. Take an exhale through the mouth. Kind of close the eyes. Ground your feet into your mat. Perfect. Start to flutter the eyes open. We'll take our first inhale, arms go forward. Inhale out. Inhale up. And exhale. Follow me. Last one. And rise up. Good. Bring your hands to your belly, close the eyes. And just let yourself breathe however is normal. If you find yourself getting dizzy with your eyes closed, you can open them. Just take a moment with the hands on the belly to feel that energy moving through the body. Letting that stress roll off the shoulders feels so good. Perfect. Start to flutter the eyes open. Maybe give me a big smile if you enjoyed that. And we're going to grab our strap. Perfect. And kind of unloop it nice and long. You can use a scarf or a belt for this as well. All right, we're bringing the feet pretty tight together, however is comfortable, and just kind of looping the strap around your hands like this. And you're going to pull the shoulders back and down the spine. Perfect. And you want a little bit of tension through the arms. So you want to feel that strap on your feet and kind of feel the strap pulling the shoulders down. All right, we got it. We're gonna go ahead and just do a couple more neck stretches here, nice and gentle. So you're gonna drop your right ear to the right shoulder. And maybe you can walk that right hand down the strap a bit, just to let that right shoulder really sink down into the socket as you drop the neck over to the side. Good. Now we're just going to swing the head around in a few circles, nice and gentle. So tuck the chin and draw the head over to the left, all the way up, drop it back and back around. Just one more time. Good. And find your way back to center. Move over to the left side. So maybe walking that hand down the strap just a little bit, making sure your shoulders are nice and back and down the spine. Good. And when you're ready on an exhale, dropping that left ear to the left shoulder. And just breathing. If this feels really intense for your neck and your shoulders, you can just drop the strap. And just focusing on moving that neck over to the left. Good, now we'll do just two really slow head circles. So you'll drop your chin, swing the head over to the right, all the way back and around. And one more time. And slowly bring the head back to center. Open your eyes if they're closed. Unloop that strap. And we'll find a mountain pose at the top of our mat. Move the strap off to the side. The block can move off to the side, but keep it close to your mat. We will use it again. So starting at a mountain pose at the top of your mat. Inhale the arms up to the sky, look up. And forward fold, hinging at the hips, pushing the hips back. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, nice long spine. And exhale, fold. Float the hands to the mat, feet go back, find your plank pose. Pushing the hands onto the mat, arching the spine towards the sky, belly button to the spine. Good, on your next exhale, float your knees down to the mat and Chaturanga, elbows close to the body, all the way down to the mat. Now we're gonna hold here for a moment and bring our arms out to a T. So you wanna make sure that your hands are in line with your shoulders so that you're not like this, or like this, or kind of off. Nice straight line from your shoulder to your hand. And we're just going to roll onto our shoulders, give our shoulders a nice opening moment here. So we're gonna do this by rolling, bringing our left leg over the body, hoping I don't kick anything, and kind of just rolling onto that shoulder. So I call this like a scorpion twist. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but just kind of relaxing into that shoulder. Shouldn't be too intense. If you're feeling anything that's screaming at you, please stop. Just come back to your belly. Good, and bring it back to center. Finding those arms out to a T again. I'm gonna roll to the other side, So bringing the body onto the left shoulder by bringing the right leg over the body. And just kind of finding a twist, supporting your front body with the right hand if you'd like. And relaxing the head to the mat. And release back to center. Good. Bringing both hands underneath the shoulders, we're going to find a seal pose. So uncurl your toes and push the tops of the feet into the mat. Hands under the shoulders, push into the hands, and then crawl the body all the way up. So a really big cobra, opening through the belly. You might feel a little tension there, looking up. Nice little belly and chest opener. And release back down to the mat. Curl the back toes under, push the hands into the mat, and push yourself up and back into a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, look towards the hands, float, walk, or jump the feet to them, forward fold. Inhale, hands on shins, nice long spine, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Push your feet into the mat, bend through the knees, rise up. Bringing the hands all the way above the head. And exhale, release the hands next to the hips, mountain pose. Good. Mountain pose at the top of our mat. Inhaling, looking up, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, falling forward. Inhale, hands on shins, nice long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Float the hands to the mat, feet go back, find your plank pose, using your knees if that's what your body wants. Good, and exhaling Chaturanga, floating the knees down, elbows go close to the body. Inhaling, pushing the feet into the mat, opening through the front body. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, pedaling the feet out here, take a deep breath in. And exhale, push the chest towards the thighs, opening through that front body. Inhale your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it through to meet the hands, low lunge. Now, hips are squared to the front, knee is stacked over ankle. You might want your block here, that might feel really good. I like to use my blocks to kind of open through the chest, keep a nice long spine. Good. So just in our low lunge here, we're going to bring the left hand on the inside of the right foot as we twist over to the right. You can drop the back knee if you'd like, or maybe play with moving the knee up and down. Good. Start to inch that back foot forward a bit. Bring the hands to heart center. And then we're basically going to tip up and drive our knee through. So you're going to tip up as you stay twisted, driving that knee through to the front and finding a nice high knee position. Arms go out to the side, little twist here. And then you're just going to rotate over to that bent knee and twist over to the other side. Good. Little balance here. Just slowly release back to center, hands come to heart center. And then you're going to thread that foot back, finding a high lunge. Arms go up. Then we're going to open our chest by bringing our elbows out wide, pushing the chest up towards the sky. Good, and release. Exhale, the hands go down to the mat. Right foot meets left, find your plank. And find your flow, exhaling, dropping down Chaturanga, using your knees to keep yourself safe. Pushing the feet into the mat, opening through the chest, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Again, pedaling the feet out here, pushing that chest towards the thighs. Take a few deep breaths here. Good. Inhale the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, bring it through to meet the hands, low lunge. Grabbing your block if you'd like. And bringing that right hand on the inside of that left foot. Keeping your hips square, so left hip back, right hip forward as you twist over to the left. Still breathing here, in and out through the nose. Good. You're going to start to inch that back foot forward until you feel nice and balanced. Bringing the hands to heart center. Going to continue that twist in the upper body as you drive that back leg forward to a high knee. Little challenge on the balance. Arms go out wide. Good. And release back over, so we're twisting all the way over to the right, over that bent leg. And release to center, hands come to heart center. We're gonna thread that right leg back, finding our high lunge. Good. Opening through the chest, so you're gonna push the elbows back and down, pushing the chest up towards the sky, look up. And release the hands down on an exhale. Left foot meets right, find your plank and find your flow. Chaturanga, dropping down, elbows close to the body. Cobra, pushing the feet and the pelvis into the mat, opening the body. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pointer finger and thumb pushing into the mat. Really opening that chest. Take a few deep breaths here. Go ahead and do that combination one more time on each side. So inhaling, right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring through to meet the hands, low lunge. Using your block if you'd like. Bringing the left hand on the inside of the right foot, twist over to the right. Good, starting to slowly walk that left foot up towards the front foot, bringing hands to heart center, continuing that twist as you tip up and drive that foot through. High knee twist. Opening up to the right and then swinging over to the left. Whew, it's a fun challenge for the balance. Good. Bringing hands back to center. Threading that left leg back, finding your high lunge. Good, and exhale, drop the hands to the mat. Right foot meets left, find your plank. Exhaling, dropping down, Chaturanga. Inhaling, opening through the front body, Cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Focusing on pushing the pointer finger and thumb into the mat, opening through the chest, pushing the chest towards the thighs. Perfect. Inhale the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it through to meet the hands, low lunge. Grabbing your block if you'd like to use it. Once your hips are square, bringing the right hand on the inside of the left foot as you twist over to the left. Good. Starting to walk that back foot towards the front, bringing hands to heart center, continuing to twist over to the left as you drive that right knee through. Challenge that balance, bring the arms out wide. Good. And then swing the arms all the way over to the right as you twist towards that bent knee. Perfect. And bring it back to center. Thread that right leg back, find your high lunge, arms go up. And open through the chest, elbows go wide, push your chest up towards the sky. And exhale, release the hands to the mat. Left foot meets right. And find your flow, Chaturanga, dropping all the way down. Inhaling, pushing the feet into the mat, rolling the shoulders down the body, Cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. on your next exhale, bringing the big toes together, knees out wide, find a child's pose, arms up above the head, forehead comes to the mat. And just let yourself relax into your mat, slow the breath down, and enjoy this soft opening through the shoulders and the hips in child's pose. Good. We're going to go for a few side bends here. So keeping your legs exactly where they are in child's pose, but just walking the hands off to the left side, outside edge of the mat. And just opening through that right shoulder, that right side rib. Bringing the forehead to the mat. Good. And just keep breathing into the side body. Relaxing it into your mat. And slowly walking the hands back towards center, find your child's pose. I breathe pretty loudly. You don't have to, but sometimes it feels so good to just exhale loudly and not really give a shit what anybody thinks about you, and release all the stress you've been feeling. So on your next inhale, slowly walk the hands off to the right this time. And just open through that left shoulder. Start to slowly bring the hands back towards center, finding that child pose on the center one last time. And then slowly walking the hands back towards the body, pushing yourself up, bringing your knees together and just sitting back on your feet. Good. Now we're going to be moving to just a thread the needle. We're going to start to kind of cool the body down and release the neck a bit. So bringing the hands in front of you. A nice tabletop position. Right hand kind of comes to the center, right under your face. You're going to twist the left hand up to the side and then thread that left arm through the body, dropping the shoulder to the mat. The left shoulder to the mat, left ear, and the tailbone goes up high, and just kind of resting here for a moment. Taking a few deep breaths. Good. Start to bring the right hand right in front of the face again. Push with that right hand as you unthread the needle, unloop the arm up towards the sky, and bring it back down. Moving to the right side, so left hand kind of comes to the center of the mat, right under the face. Threading that right arm up and through the body, threading the needle on the other side. Good. Bring that left hand right in front of the face. Push into the mat with the left hand as you unloop that right hand and bring it back down. All right, perfect. Now we're going to grab hold of our strap again. We're going to do some shoulder flossing. This feels really good. right in the morning. Maybe if you work from home and you can have a strap nearby, taking a break from work, just to kind of move those shoulders, keep them from doing this all day, you know, that hunched over, natural over the keyboard kind of position. So sitting on our feet, you can sit on a bolster too if that's not comfortable for you. Just find a nice comfortable seat for your body. You're gonna bring the hands about, let me show you, about like this. The wider you go, the easier it will be. So kind of play around with that as we go. But I kind of like to start pretty wide, I guess you could say. And we're just gonna bring our arms all the way up above head and just a little bit back to start. You want to keep your core engaged and your ribs stacked over your hips. So let me show you what it looks like when we don't do that. When your ribs splay out like this and you're pushing your chest, we don't want that. We want the belly button and the ribs stacked as we move our shoulders. Good. And then go ahead and bring the shoulders in front of you. Good. Feels good. And now we're going to go ahead and do that one more time and go just a little bit deeper. And release back towards the front. Good. If you need to adjust your hands, just do it as you go. Now we're going to do it a few more times, but this time we're going to go up and all the way back. Sorry about the clanking. And then all the way back around to the front. I'm going to hold on to that so it doesn't make a noise. And all the way up and back. And all the way back and front. You can move as fast or as slow as you'd like. And just kind of floss your shoulders, just like you floss your teeth, getting all the gunk and gook out of that joint. Just kind of finding some mobility, which is really important for longevity in our bodies. Just keeping the joints healthy overall. Good. And a little slight bend in the elbows might help too. Go ahead and do 3 more. So front and back is 1. So that was 1, 2. Might be burning a bit. 3. Good. And just shake your shoulders out. Kind of shake your neck loose. Nice shake of the body always feels good. All right. So we're just going to do one more release of the neck and then we will do our Shavasana. So I'm going to show you something on my body. So I'm going to turn my back to the camera. And we're going to be doing a massage of the occipital bone, the occiput. So the occipital bone is this bone right back here on the back of the head. It's right where your neck muscles meet the skull. So right here. I want you to kind of feel around on your neck because it's very important that we find this specific spot. So kind of running your hands up the neck, you can feel the meaty muscle. And then right about where your hairline is, you can start to feel that bone. Right there. That is the area we're going to be massaging. So kind of feel it on both sides. Feel these muscles, these meaty muscles attaching to that skull bone. And just be really aware that that is what we're focusing on for this next exercise. And we'll get into it. So grab your block. This might be really intense if you have cork blocks. I love the intensity of it because I am super tight. I always have really tight fascia. So it feels good for me. Foam blocks will be a little, I also have a foam block, will be a little less intense. You can just try whichever one you like. You can also lay a blanket over it if it's a little too intense. All right, so we'll roll onto our backs. And basically, you're going to have your block at its flat setting like this. And you want this edge right here of the block, to meet where those muscles touch the skull. So you're going to tuck the chin a bit. I'm going to take the clip out of my hair. Tuck the chin a bit. And just bringing the edge of that block right where your hairline is, right where those muscles attach. And it won't feel too crazy right now because our block's at our lowest setting. But we're just going to rock our head left to right. Maybe close the eyes. Take a few breaths. And again, you might be like, Bri, I don't feel anything. That's okay. You're still massaging those muscles. Making sure you keep the chin tucked. Good. Go ahead and find your center. And now we're going to move the block up a setting. So it's currently in its flattest setting. We're going to move it up like that. So in the second highest setting. And this time it might feel a little bit more intense. So we're putting that block on the same part of putting the head on the same part of the block. And then when you curl your chin in towards the chest, that's when you're going to feel it. It might feel really intense. Just give it a second to breathe. But you're just going to rock your head left to right again. Oof. Keeping your chin tucked will protect the neck from you getting any kind of cramps or anything weird happening to the neck. But this should feel pretty good. It might hurt a little bit. That's okay. If it hurts too much, if you're getting any pinching, please just ease off and go back to the other setting. I'll give you a moment here to kind of just roll out those muscles, release those tight muscles that hold your neck forward. Good. Go ahead and do 3 more side to side passes, and then just bring your head to center. Good. Just taking a moment to really relax into the block. And start to lift your neck up. Move the block off to the side. And we're going to start to find our Shavasana. So find a Shavasana pose. That is great for your body. Maybe a bolster under the knees. Tucking the chin, palms of the hands towards the sky. Maybe a pillow under the head might feel good after that massage. You might be feeling some intensity there. It will go away, I promise. And just start to close your eyes. Let's take a few more breaths together. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Letting that stress go through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. And inhaling through the nose one more time. And exhaling through the mouth. Good. Just find a normal breathing pattern. We're going to do a quick body scan just to relax the body into the mat. So starting with the toes, relaxing the toes and the feet, and then the ankles, letting the ankles be heavy, and the calves, releasing the calf muscles to the mat, and the knees, the thighs, the hips and the pelvis, letting the belly relax. The heart space opens. The arms, wrists, hands relax into the mat. The shoulders melt down and become heavy. The throat becomes light and open. The jaw releases and relaxes. The cheeks are not tense. They're nice and relaxed. The eyelids gently fold over the eyes. And the forehead relaxes and releases any signs of worry or stress. And finally, the entire body relaxes into the mat. Before I let you finish your Shavasana, I want you to take a moment to just be still. Let any feelings that you're feeling bubble to the surface. Maybe just release them. Whatever feelings that come up for you right now, they're completely normal and completely acceptable. Taking this time for quiet relaxation and peace on your mat is crucial for keeping the mind, body, and spirit balanced and happy. Melting into your mat, enjoy your Shavasana, your moment of peace. Beginning to kind of gently wake your body up by wiggling the fingers and toes. You can remain in Shavasana if you'd like. But if you'd like to join me, starting to wake the body up. And maybe just finding some circles of the wrists and the ankles. And when you're ready, no rush. Rolling to one side of the body, knees bent, Just taking a moment on your mat, finding gratitude for your practice today, for taking the time for you, for your mat, for your body, mind, and spirit. When you're ready, using both hands to push yourself up off the mat. And find an easy seat, legs crossed. Nice long spine with me. Bringing hands to heart center, bowing the head. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you're feeling much lighter and much more open and much more energized for the rest of your day or night, whenever you're watching this. Thank you guys so much for joining me in class today. I love teaching these for you. If you'd like to see more content like this, like and subscribe to these videos. You can comment if you liked it, what you didn't like. And also feel free to donate through Venmo or PayPal. They are listed below. That is helpful for me to keep putting content out for you guys. I love it so much. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day or night. Bye.